tariffs, maple syrup, and a very angry tabby. Welcome, dear humans, to the Tabby Diaries, the only channel where Canadian pride, feline wit, and a touch of magic collide in the fluffiest way possible. I am your host, Precious McFluffy-Butt, Canada's fiercest feline critic. If you're here for tales of courage, cunning, and the occasional political rant, you're in the right place. Now grab your double-double and settle in. This story's about to get real. Let me paint you a picture. I live in a cozy, if drafty cottage, nestled in the boreal forests of northern Canada. Snow is my carpet, pine trees my skyline, and maple syrup. Well, that's practically our lifeblood. Here life is simple, peaceful, until our southern neighbors decide to stir the pot. The latest offense? A 25% tariff on Canadian goods. Yes, you heard that right. The United States, under the rule of its orange-tinged overlord, is taking aim at our exports, threatening to disrupt the sacred flow of maple syrup. My tail fluffed up to twice its size when I heard the news crackle through our old radio. Typical, I muttered, batting a stray pine cone off the table. Humans, always messing with things they don't understand. Maple syrup isn't just sap. It's liquid gold, the glue holding together Canadian breakfasts. And dare I say, Canadian culture. And now, thanks to this ridiculous tariff, syrup prices might skyrocket. If you think that's dramatic, imagine pancakes without syrup. Exactly. I turned to Mildred, my human, a witch of middling talent but remarkable patience. This is a disaster, Mildred. A tragedy. What's next? A tariff on Tim Hortons double-doubles? She didn't even glance up from her spellbook. You're ranting again, Precious. Ranting! This is patriotism! I shot back. Think of Pierre. What will he do? Ah, yes. Pierre, our neighbor and maple syrup artisan. With a beard that would make any lumberjack jealous, Pierre is as Canadian as they come. His syrup is legendary, thick, golden, and so pure it practically sings the national anthem when you pour it. But if these tariffs go through, Pierre's livelihood is in jeopardy. Fewer exports, higher costs. It's a recipe for disaster. That's the real tragedy, I told Mildred. These tariffs don't hurt the wealthy. They hurt people like Pierre, who work hard to keep communities alive. Mildred nodded, her expression unusually somber. It's unfair. Unfair doesn't even begin to cover it. It's absurd, cruel, and entirely avoidable. But what else can you expect from a country led by a man who once suggested nuking hurricanes? Watching Trump, or is it Trump, stumble through speeches is like watching a dog chase its tail. Entertaining at first, but ultimately sad. How do they keep electing these people? I asked Mildred, curling up by the fire. They have a complicated system, she replied. Complicated. It's a circus, I scoffed. Their electoral process makes about as much sense as a mouse trying to outsmart me. Despite my general disdain for humans, I must admit Canadians are a resilient bunch. We've survived ice storms, moose stampedes, and Justin Bieber's early career. We'll survive this too. Whether it's by finding new markets or simply outlasting Trump's administration, I have no doubt we'll prevail. Still, I couldn't just sit there and do nothing. I devised a plan, a revolution, if you will. Step 1. Scatter fish bones in strategic American locations. Step 2. Replace their catnip with parsley. Step 3. Rally the local moose. They're surprisingly effective when properly motivated. You're ridiculous, Mildred sighed when I shared my plan. Ridiculous or brilliant? I countered, flicking my tail with defiance. Time will tell. Mildred chuckled. Just don't drag me into it. Oh, you'll be involved, I said with a smirk. After all, someone has to conjure the moose. And so, dear viewers, let this be a lesson. Never underestimate a Canadian cat. We may be fluffy, but we are fierce. Tariffs are no match for the wit, charm, and claws of Precious McFluffy-Butt. Thanks for watching, humans. If you enjoyed this tale of feline defiance and northern charm, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Oh, and check out these other videos for more whimsical wisdom and sharp commentary. Until next time, Tromp, take note. Your tariffs are no match for me. Precious out.